Good morning, everyone. Monday morning again, and well, we heard a little bit from the Prime Minister last night. Still not quite sure what it's going to mean for us in Northern Ireland yet, but we're seeing a little bit of progress. Still won't mean that we're back to church anytime soon, as you know, but we will continue trying to do these little devotionals. At some point, and I said, well, I might take a week's break from them, but I'll let you know when that's going to happen. But for now, we're going to go back into the Psalms again. They seem to have been our roadmap at the moment for how we navigate this time, how we get through this time. And they've been very valuable to us, especially at the moment, because they've expressed a whole lot of the things that we feel, and have expressed them to God, and at the same time recognize that there is a God there who loves and who cares for us. And so we're going to begin at the beginning of the Psalms, and we're going to look at Psalm 1 this morning. I wonder how you would describe your life right now, and if you would use the word blessed or blessed. Now, you might say, yes, in relative terms, in comparison with perhaps other countries in the developing world, we are blessed. We're blessed to have our health service. We're blessed to have a roof over our heads. We're blessed to have perhaps family not too far away from us. We're blessed to have people who can do grocery runs and all that kind of thing for us. We're blessed in many ways. But I wonder at times, is that how you have felt? Or have you felt under pressure? Have you felt stressed? Have you felt anxious? Have you felt alone? All those kinds of things. Well, here in the first Psalm, we are told why we're blessed, and I want to read it to you. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does he prospers. The wicked are not so, but are like the chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. So the psalm pictures those who trust in the Lord as blessed. Blessed because they are set apart from the world. They're different from the world. They're not going to follow the crowd. They're not going to go with the flow the whole time. But they're going to stand for something different. Set apart not in the sense of being huddled away in monasteries, away from everybody else, but of being in the world, as Jesus said, but not of the world. Of marching to a different beat, marching to God's beat, not going along with everybody else just because it's the popular thing to do, but looking for what is the right thing to do. And we're set apart because we should be being shaped by God's word. And this is the key to it all, that the person who is blessed finds his delight in the law of the Lord. On his law he meditates day and night. We're shaped by God's word. Not just do we read it because we believe that's our duty as Christian disciples, but we allow it to permeate us, to enter into our lives, to sink in, to really get to the core of who we are. We allow his word to be our guide, to be the thing that we build our lives on, as Jesus told his disciples at the end of the Sermon on the Mount, to build their lives on the words that he gave them. So we build our lives on God's word. And not only do we do this, as I say, because that's what Christians do, but we do it because it's our delight. It's our joy. We should find joy in this word, in these words. In other places, the psalmist says they're like honey in our mouths. They should give us that sense of satisfaction, of joy, of just sheer delight at what he says to us. It was only really at university that I discovered what it meant to delight in God's word, to find joy in these things, in these words that He gives us, and to see how it connects, how it brings life together, and for that reason we find joy in it. And when we do that, we are, the psalmist says, like this tree planted by the river. We have life in us. We are stable, like the tree with the roots planted down firmly into the ground. We are fruitful. We will show the evidence of the life that is in us to all around us. And it says that everything He does prospers. That's not a prosperity gospel. That's not saying that if you believe this, then you will get a new car, or you'll get that holiday in the sun, or whatever. What it's saying rather is that we will treat life all the time as an opportunity to show forth God's love, and what we do in Him will prosper. But the last verse I just want to comment on as well, because it says there, the Lord knows the way of the righteous. Doesn't mean, the prospering thing doesn't mean that everything will always go our way. When things don't go our way, the Lord knows. He knows everything about us. He knows our joys. He knows our struggles. He knows our weaknesses. He knows our pains. He knows our weariness. And because He knows us, we can remain firm in Him. Compare that to how He describes the wicked as chaff, insubstantial, inadequate, really with nothing to hold on to, with nothing to cling on to. When the wind blows, it's gone. We are stable, we are rooted in Him if we're listening to Him, if we're reading His word, if we're meditating on it, if we're holding on to it. What this psalm presents to us really is two ways to live. Living in God and following Him and meditating on His word and delighting in it, or choosing to reject God and go the other way. That's what it offers to us. And the attraction of living in Him is so great. Why wouldn't you want to build your life on Him? This psalm says, blessed is the one, blessed is the man. Let me say to you today, God bless you, and I trust that you will know His blessing in this day. Take care, and we'll see you soon.